Okay, so this time what you sent in is, well, it's pretty minimal, right?
Yeah, just the phrase Lush Landscaping and a web address.
That's it, luxurylandscaping.space. So let's dive into this one. I guess our mission is really to see what insights we can actually pull from something so concise.
Right. And what's immediately interesting, I think, is what that brevity implies about the focus.
Hmm.
We don't have long descriptions or anything, so it kind of pushes us straight towards thinking about the visual impact.
Yeah, lush landscaping. When you
Hmm.
hear that, just those two words, what picture comes up? For me, it's, well, abundance.
Really?
Maybe like a high-end feel, really thick, vibrant greenery. An outdoor space that definitely has that wow factor.
That single word lush, it really does a lot of heavy lifting, doesn't it?
It
It
does.
suggests the level of care, maybe a quality that's, beyond just your standard mowing and planting.
And connecting that feeling, that idea directly to the website name, luxurylandscaping.space.
Yeah, that reinforces it. It really strengthens the impression that this is likely a business aimed at, well, a pretty discerning clientele.
The space domain, too, that feels maybe a bit modern, intentional.
Could be. It's not the usual.com.
So for you listening, this first glance suggests maybe if you're looking for something visually really impressive, potentially quite high-end landscape.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this company seems to be signaling that's their thing.
But then what does lush actually mean
Mhm.
in this specific context? It's a bit subjective,
True.
but, for a luxury service, you might expect mature plants, maybe really well-maintained features, integrated hardscaping perhaps, water features, a whole outdoor environment.
Exactly. It's probably not just about, sticking a few bushes in the ground.
Oh, no.
And the fact that this is all we have, just the phrase in the website, it really puts a massive emphasis on their visual presentation, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. That website has to do the talking.
Yeah.
They're basically relying on that visual promise, that idea of lush, to draw people in. I bet the website is packed with high-quality photos showing exactly what their version of lush landscaping looks like.
So it makes you think, what are the first images or ideas that pop into your head listening right now when you hear lush landscaping, specifically in a high-end context? Is it about plant density,
Mm,
variety, that meticulous upkeep,
Yeah.
or something else?
That's a really key question. And interestingly, by focusing so heavily on just lush and that visual side,
Mhm.
well, they might be making certain assumptions about what their ideal client actually values.
That's a good point. What might they not be emphasizing?
Exactly, what's left unsaid.
Like, lush sounds great, suggests high quality, but could it also maybe imply a higher environmental cost?
Hmm.
Water usage, specific non-native plant choices, maybe.
That's definitely a possibility. Is sustainability part of their definition of luxury, or is it purely aesthetic? We don't know from this.
Right. And is that something a luxury client typically considers or overlooks in favor of the look?
It really highlights the power of suggestion in branding. Lush creates a feeling, an aesthetic expectation.
Yeah.
The website then absolutely has to deliver visually on that feeling. The lack of info almost builds a bit of anticipation. You want to click through and see, okay, what is their interpretation?
Okay, so let's recap this quick exploration then. We've got lush landscaping and luxurylandscaping.space. It strongly points towards a business focused on delivering visually stunning, high-quality outdoor spaces.
Hmm. Likely aimed at a high-end market.
Right. And the very limited information puts like huge weight on their online visual portfolio. It basically invites you, the potential customer, to judge them by their pictures.
And that leads us nicely to a final thought for you to consider. Think about how much information we actually get, and maybe more importantly, what isn't said with just a short, visually focused description like lush landscaping, especially today.
Yeah, what assumptions are we making based on that one word? What subtle details, maybe priorities like sustainability or specific services, might we be missing entirely?
And ultimately, what does lush truly mean to different people and, in different situations or even different climates? Something to think about.